There was a time when children's television didn't always need big adventures, loud action, or colourful chaos to capture a young audience's imagination. Sometimes, all it needed was a simple story, a few memorable characters, and a little bit of everyday fun. Victor and Maria was one such series. Produced by King Rollo Films, the British animated series made its debut on children's ITV in 1983. The show consisted of 26 short episodes, each lasting around 5 minutes. And while it may not have achieved the same level of recognition as some of the era's bigger children's programmes, it has remained a fondly remembered part of early 80s television for those who encountered it. At the heart of the series was an unlikely friendship between Victor, a huge white polar bear dressed in a smart top hat and tie, and Maria, a young girl with a vivid imagination. Together, the pair found plenty to occupy their time, turning ordinary situations into small adventures. The stories were deliberately simple. There were no supervillains to defeat, or enormous dangers to overcome. Instead, the programme found its entertainment in the little things that could make up a child's day. Victor and Maria might go on a picnic, attempt to build something together, or find themselves caught up in a minor misunderstanding. Even the smallest problem could become an entertaining situation, particularly when Victor's enormous size or his rather particular personality came into play. The series was also populated by a small supporting cast, including Otto, Victor's clumsy brown bear cousin, and Matilda, Maria's close human friend. Their appearances added another layer to the gentle stories, while keeping the focus firmly on friendship, imagination, and the simple pleasures of childhood. Much of the appeal of Victor and Maria came from its wonderfully uncomplicated approach to storytelling. The problems faced by its characters were usually small, but that was precisely the point. Visually, the series shared some of the distinctive characteristics associated with King Rollo Films. The animation featured bold outlines, strong blocks of colour, and simple designs, giving the programme a clean and instantly recognisable appearance. There was something wonderfully calm about the way the characters moved through their world, perfectly matching the unhurried nature of the stories. The series was adapted by David McKee, the creator of much-loved children's characters and programmes, including Mr Benn and Elmer. For Victor and Maria, McKee was credited under the name Rock Almiroll. Adding to the show's gentle atmosphere was the voice of Una Stubbs, who served as narrator and voiced the characters. Her warm and reassuring delivery gave the series a comforting quality, making each short episode feel almost like a small story being shared with a child. And perhaps that is what made Victor and Maria so memorable. It wasn't trying to be the biggest or most exciting programme on television. It didn't need to be. Its appeal came from its simplicity. A little girl, a very large polar bear, a few friends, and a handful of everyday situations were enough to create a world that could hold a young viewer's attention for 5 quiet minutes. Today, Victor and Maria may not be as widely remembered as some of the better-known children's programmes of the 1980s. But for those who do remember it, the series represents something rather special. It belongs to a gentler era of children's television, when programmes could take their time and when even the smallest story could feel like an adventure. Looking back, perhaps that is the real charm of Victor and Maria. It reminds us that children's television doesn't always need to shout to be remembered. Sometimes a quiet story and a very large polar bear are more than enough.